10 most bizarre, innovative, and downright strange American tractors that have left a lasting impact on farming. These machines might look like they belong in a sci-fi movie or a weird engineering experiment, but they're real, and they've shaped the world of farming in ways you wouldn't expect. Subscribe to Vintage Harvester for more strange and marvelous tractor stories. Number 10. The Holt Steel Mule. The Holt Steel Mule wasn't just a tractor, it was a pioneer. Created by Holt Manufacturing in the early 1900s, it was a track-laying tractor that changed the game. Imagine a machine with steel tracks instead of wheels, designed to traverse muddy fields where traditional tractors would get stuck. The Steel Mule wasn't about speed, it was about traction, and it delivered that in spades. But here's the kicker. This tractor was slow, weighing in heavy and crawling at a couple of miles per hour. However, its sheer power and ability to plow through muck made it revolutionary for its time. The Steel Mule was so ahead of its time that it eventually helped birth the Caterpillar brand we know today. It was a bizarrely designed, unstoppable force, proving that sometimes the weirdest machines become the foundation for future success. Number 9. The Eagle Hesem. Out of Appleton, Wisconsin, came the Eagle Hesem, a tractor that dared to innovate before innovation was cool. The Hesem was an early attempt at integrating a three-point hitch system, something that would later be popularized by Ferguson. This wasn't just any hitch, though. It was designed to make attaching implements smoother and more stable. Imagine trying to hook up a heavy piece of equipment, but instead of struggling and needing help, the Hesem did it with ease. While the tractor had a small engine, around 18 to 25 horsepower, it was all about the hitch mechanism. Unfortunately, it came with its own set of issues. Leaky hydraulics and compatibility problems made it more trouble than it was worth for some farmers. The Eagle Hesem never became a household name, overshadowed by bigger players like John Deere. However, it still stands as a forgotten gem, showcasing just how ahead of its time small manufacturers could be. Number 8. The Silver King Model 42. This one was a showstopper, literally. The Silver King Model 42 from the 1930s didn't just get attention for its power, it dazzled with its bright, shiny silver paint job. In a world of dull gray and green tractors, the Silver King stood out like a shiny beacon of hope for those looking to add a little flair to their farm. But it wasn't all about looks. The Model 42 packed a punch with a 4-cylinder engine and 40 horsepower, making it a solid contender for average farm tasks. Despite its good looks and solid performance, the Silver King didn't have the staying power of its competitors. The Great Depression and limited production runs meant it didn't reach the heights of John Deere or International Harvester. However, for those lucky enough to own one, the Silver King was a beloved piece of equipment that carried a sense of individuality that bigger brands couldn't match. To this day, a Silver King in pristine condition is a rare and beautiful sight at tractor shows. Number 7. The Rock Island Hyder Friction Drive.
There's my aunt on her Rock Island. First drive.
Now this is a tractor that thought outside the box. The Rock Island Hyder Friction Drive was built without standard gears, using a friction disc and wheel setup to adjust speeds. No more grinding gears, just smooth transitions as the friction wheel slid along the spinning disc, giving farmers fine control over the speed. It was an engineering marvel for the time, allowing smooth acceleration and minimal gear noise, which was a huge perk for those who worked with belt-driven equipment. But, as with all great innovations, there was a catch. Dust and debris would often degrade the friction surfaces, leading to slippage when the tractor needed traction the most. Still, for those willing to put in the maintenance, the friction drive was a dream. Sadly, as the Great Depression hit and competition ramped up, Rock Island faded into obscurity. But it paved the way for alternative tractor designs, proving that sometimes you have to take risks to get the best results. Number 6. The Steiger Tiger. 4 K M 3 2 5. The Steiger Tiger 4 K M 3 2 5 was the kind of tractor you couldn't ignore. With a massive 325 horsepower Cummins diesel engine, this was a brute that could handle the toughest tasks with ease. Born in the late 1970s, it was all about power, size, and speed, qualities that earned it a reputation as one of the most formidable four-wheel drive tractors of its time. The Tiger 4 had an articulated mid-frame, meaning it could bend in the middle to steer, improving maneuverability on large, sprawling farms. Its bold lime green color and massive proportions made it a beast on the fields, but it wasn't just a pretty face. Farmers loved the robust transmission, which could withstand the most grueling workloads. However, fueling this powerhouse was expensive, making it ideal for large-scale farms that could justify the cost of operation. The Steiger Tiger stands as a reminder of farming's bigger is better philosophy. Number 5. The Versatile 1080.
Built in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Now at home.
Versatile tractors were built for rugged, no-nonsense work, and the Versatile 1080 took that to the next level. This 300 horsepower machine, introduced in the 1970s, had an articulated chassis that allowed it to bend in the middle for tight turns. It wasn't the prettiest tractor out there, but it was reliable, and that's what mattered. Farmers loved its simple mechanical design, which allowed them to handle many repairs themselves, perfect for those working in remote areas. Despite being called boxy by some, the Versatile 1080 earned a cult following among farmers who appreciated its straightforward construction. It wasn't flashy, but it got the job done, pulling massive implements year after year without the drama. It remains a beloved relic of 1970s farming, a symbol of no-frills engineering that could handle the tough jobs without fuss. Number 4. The John Deere D. The John Deere D may not seem bizarre at first glance, but its 30-year production run and minimal design changes make it an oddity in the tractor world. Debuting in 1923, the D was famous for its two-cylinder Johnny Popper engine, which ran on kerosene. It wasn't the most powerful tractor on the market, but its simplicity and durability made it a fan favorite for decades. The D wasn't flashy. It didn't have the high-tech features of modern tractors, but its steady, reliable performance on the farm gave it a reputation for toughness. Over 160,000 John Deere D tractors were produced, making it a symbol of the mechanization of American agriculture. It's one of those tractors that, while not visually bizarre, stands out for its longevity and impact on the industry. Number 3. The Moline Universal. Launched in 1915, the Moline Universal was anything but ordinary. This tractor broke with convention by integrating the tractor and its implement into a single frame. Instead of attaching a plow or cultivator to the rear, the implement was part of the tractor's structure. This design made hookup easier, but it also introduced some challenges, especially when it came to alignment. The Universal was also the first tractor to feature electric starting and lights, a major leap forward at the time when most tractors still required hand cranking. Though it wasn't the most powerful machine, with only 9 to 12 horsepower, it marked a significant step in tractor design. The Moline Universal was a vision of what the future could look like, and it continues to be a rare collector's item for vintage tractor enthusiasts. Number 2. The CLE Track Model H Crawler. The CLE Track Model H introduced by Cleveland Tractor Company in 1916, was an early crawler tractor that bridged the gap between regular tractors and track-laying vehicles. It was designed to tackle muddy fields and steep slopes, and its continuous tracks made it a game-changer. While it wasn't the largest crawler, it was a pioneer in crawler technology, offering moderate horsepower and superior traction. The Model H was used to till muddy fields and work on uneven ground, something that conventional wheel tractors couldn't do. However, it did require more maintenance. Track links needed regular inspections, and the system was more intricate than standard wheels. Despite that, the CLE Track Model H represented a significant leap forward in farming equipment, and it laid the groundwork for the track-laying tractors we rely on today. Number 1. The Linn Half-Track Tractor Model 19 Special. The Linn Half-Track tractor was a strange but effective solution for logging and tough terrain. The Model 19 Special, built on the earlier Model 17, and featured a more powerful engine to tackle larger jobs. Its half-track design allowed it to traverse tough logging sites with ease, while its enclosed cab provided protection for operators from harsh weather and falling debris. While it wasn't built for speed, its average pace was a walking speed. It was perfect for carefully navigating hazardous logging sites. But as useful as it was in certain industries, the Linn Half-Track tractor wasn't practical for regular farm use. Still, its rugged design continues to captivate tractor lovers today, especially those who admire machines built for specific tasks. And that's a wrap on our list of the 15 most bizarre American tractors you won't believe exist. From quirky designs to unexpected innovations, these tractors show that American farmers and engineers have never been afraid to think outside the box. Some of these machines were ahead of their time, while others were just plain strange. But all of them have left a mark on the agricultural world. Which tractor surprised you the most? Do you think any of these could make a comeback today? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Vintage Harvester for more deep dives into the marvelous world of vintage machinery.